All right. Everybody ready to get this party started? I'm about to be your MC for the night, MC Spartan Nation. If you ready for this, make some noise.
Excuse me, MC Spartan Nation.
What's up?
I think you have the wrong definition of MC.
Oh, so I should probably stick to the script?
Yeah, that'd probably be best.
I'll try.
Good evening, everyone. We are very excited to have you here tonight and to celebrate this wonderful accomplishment. My name is Chantel Christensen. I am from Anamosa, Iowa, and I studied human health science.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Brandon Andrew Williamson. I come all the way from Boston, Massachusetts, and tomorrow I will be receiving an envelope. And then 3 to 4 weeks later, I'm gonna receive a diploma. And with that diploma, I'm gonna get flight operations as well as aviation management. Now, thank you. All right, I'm also a student ambassador, team leader here, as well as the former treasurer of Alpha Rho. I'm talking about my brothers over there. Now, we are all honored here to have you here tonight to celebrate the graduation from the University of Dubuque, as well as with our fellow classmates, professors, staff, and of course, our family and friends.
Brandon, that's a nice bow tie you have on.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
You wanna know where I got it from?
Where?
Mazinga's closet. It's that Gucci.
Oh, okay. On a more serious note, though, thank gosh this isn't held on campus, or else this would be a dry event. So, after this, I'm going to be definitely getting a couple drinks if I have to deal with this guy all night.
That's messed up. You wanna know something? I know something that you don't know.
What?
All right. Now, during dinner, you're gonna have the open bar. During that time, President Bullock, you're gonna give me your Shirley Temple, extra Shirley. During dinner, I'm gonna see you.
Speaking of dinner, if you haven't done so already, please take your meal cards out of your envelope and place them in front of you so your servers know what you ordered. To begin this evening, I would like to welcome our campus chaplain, Reverend Dr. Jim Gunn, to lead us in a word of prayer.
Thanks. I'm not sure what I can do to follow that. So I'm just going to invite you to pray with me. Would you bow your head in prayer? Thank you, God, for the many blessings you already have bestowed upon us, for the very breath of life, for the food that we're about to eat. There are so many things for which we are to be thankful for. I ask, Lord, that you would give us the gift of humble hearts to graciously accept what you have given us. Lord, I ask that you would not only bless this food to our bodies, but bless our fellowship to one another. For just so, through the college experience, much has been learned outside of the classroom. We know how important it is to just have dinner with each other in such a setting like this. It is in your name that I pray. Amen. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim, for that wonderful prayer. Now, we'd like to invite your Student Government Association President to say a few words on behalf of the student body. Now, I know this man by his first name, not so much his last name, nor where he comes from, so bear with me now. Mr. Caleb Chipoyo, coming from Oaxaca, Mexico. Give a round for Caleb, please.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. That's a lot of people. Oh man. Well, just in case you can't tell, I'm slightly nervous, so if I mess up, I apologize. Looking back, I came here last year, and I did what Reverend Gunn did today. He prayed, so I prayed here last year. And looking back, just witnessing everybody who was graduating, all the smiles, all the hugs, the tears, the looks of amazement. It was incredible to just witness that. And I felt like I was graduating. And now, I look at my family, my friends, look back at the last 4 years, and I'm graduating. Well, my name is Caleb Chincoya Velasco. I am from Oaxaca, Mexico. My family flew out from Oaxaca, Mexico, so big shout out to them. Of course, my family from Colorado, they're amazing. Well, looking back at the university and all of us, I realized how much we've changed. The university itself, going from the underground to what is now like Christmas at the Heritage Center, the changes, the dramatic changes, it's been incredible to be here. It's been a blessing, and I'm very grateful for everybody that's been a part of that. But I think what I'm most grateful for are the friends that I've made, the friends that have turned into family, the friends who have stood there by me in those hard times and those moments where I'm down. They've been a family away from home. They've helped me up when I've been down, and it's just, it's an amazing feeling. I'm gonna miss every single one of you guys that have been there for me, and I thank you all. But even though I've been here all 4 years, put in the hard work of studying, I can't take all the credit for graduating, because I know that for me to graduate, it took more than just me. It took God, of course, but if I look around, it took my family, my friends. It took a group of amazing people. So whether we're traditional, non-traditional, or life students, it's only those people that have gathered around us to help us up that we can thank them, and that's because of them we are here. So even though the next couple of days are all about us graduates, we've made it this far, but it's not just about us. And I'd like to take a couple moments to look around at all those people who have been there, whether they be mentors or friends, family. All these wonderful people have created us. So now, I'd actually like to ask for all of those other us to please stand. If you could, friends, family, teachers, please stand. Staff as well. It's only until we can humble ourselves that we can truly admire the work that it takes to shape, create, and mold us. Now, from the class of 2016, I'd like to thank you all those other people who have helped us graduates get to where we are. Thank you for your service, and thank you so much for being patient with us, as I know I can be a handful, and some of you can be more than a handful. So I thank you all. All right. Okay. To end, I'd like to quickly note that as part of your Student Government Association, we have a little gift for the graduates. The more and more we are exposed to the business world, the more we notice we need something more businessy, such as like little cards, put your name on it, business cards. But also something that I've found very helpful are binders like these. They make you look kind of professional and like you know what you're doing. So, from your Student Government Association to all the present seniors, you're going to get one tonight. So before you leave, make sure once you go out these doors, there will be a table there with a bunch of these portfolios. So all the seniors, please grab one. It's our gift to you all. I hope you enjoy that. And now, before our very own Mr. Jesse James steps up to the mic, I'd like to thank you all. Thank you for your dedication to this university and for your effort to make for us a brighter future. Not just for ourselves, of course, or yourselves, but for the generations to come after us. Thank you, and I'm sure to see you guys back at homecoming.
Am I reading this right?
What?
We got, hold on, wait. All right. So we got Jesse James, the famous outlaws in the house. What, he's still alive?
Wait, let me see that, Brandon. Not that Jesse James, same name, different James, totally different people. Please welcome UD's own Jesse James.
Well, good evening, everyone. Hope you enjoy the evening, and got a couple of shout outs that I want to do before I introduce our guest speaker for tonight. We have some life students, our accelerated adult education program here with us this evening. Congratulations. A very special shout out to a mom and her daughter who are both graduating from the University of Dubuque tomorrow. And then a last shout out for the senior class gift. We had a class last year that was very successful. The gifts that come from this program, and I don't think anybody will argue with the need for help as you go through college, paying for college, but the gifts for this program go to future graduates of the University of Dubuque. And we're doing very well this year. We've got some generous folks on campus who will match the gift that we get. And Sandy will be in the back of the room continuing to take gifts this evening as you eat. So special shout out that this is your gift to those who will follow you. And we thank you for your contributions to that. Antonio Muzan is in the building for an encore performance. There was such powerful messaging last year from Antonio, who a huge part of his life is helping other people. He's a spirited young man, class of 2011. For a day job, he works for a counseling firm and goes out and helps families with at-risk children that are getting into trouble, at the risk of getting into trouble, and he goes in their homes and he works with the entire family to help them get the young person on the right road. And then as a part-time job that he's very active with, he recently opened up Mindset Nutrition. And it too is a community service, though it has a money-making part of it, if you will. But I think that what Antonio does is he embodies what we hope for all of you, that you will go out from UD and do well. And doing well means not having to move back at home with mom and dad and stay there forever. It means that making your own way in the world. And doing good means in the process of doing that, you are sharing your talents with others. And Antonio does that in an amazing kind of way. And it's my pleasure to introduce Antonio. Now, as part of Mindset Nutrition, Antonio sells a product called Herbalife. But I will tell you, anybody that walks into Mindset Nutrition gets helped, whether they can buy his product or not buy his product. Now, this event is being recorded, so if you'd like to look at Antonio's message later, you can do so on our website. However, if you want to buy some of his product, Antonio sells Herbalife. So if you'd really like to experience Antonio after this event, simply take 2 tablespoons of this, mix it with water, and out will pop Antonio. And you'll see what I mean in just a moment. Antonio, it's my pleasure to introduce you to the graduating class.
they always seem to find a way to make the speakers seem so cool, don't they? Thank you so much for that. I would like to begin by welcoming all of you and by thanking everyone for being here this evening for the celebration of your academic and personal achievement. Thank you, President Bullock, faculty, staff, but most especially, I'd like to extend my congratulations to the University of Dubuque class of 2016. A very special welcome to family and friends who are joining us today. Without your support, love, steady persistence, and motivation, this day would not have been possible. When I was asked to be the speaker for this event, I was so humbled by the opportunity. From my experience, all keynote speakers are doctors, judges, and others with long, distinguished careers and decades of wisdom. Now, if the university thinks I've done all that, they are sadly mistaken. But I know and understand why I am here. I'm here because I understand that titles and credentials do not define who you are, what you are capable of, and the impact you can have on the lives of others. Only 5 short years ago, I was sitting in those chairs. And I'm grateful and honored to share my thoughts and experiences with you this evening. First, please allow me to share with you my life's philosophy. Enjoy life's journey and always live each day to your fullest potential. From my perspective, to enjoy that journey, one must develop the sense of self-awareness and the gifts and unique light that you have to give to others. One must also continue to learn and care for oneself physically, spiritually, and intellectually, because we all were born winners. Zig Ziglar posed a question: how can a person hit a target he or she cannot see? Better yet, how can a man or woman reach a goal they cannot envision? It is important we all have this self-awareness of our goals and dreams because they are possible. Not only are they possible, but they are necessary for the lives you are meant to impact along the way. However, being born a winner does not promise that you will continue to win. That part is completely up to you. And if you do choose to be a winner, it will not come easily. I believe that each of us, you and me, we were created by God for a special purpose. Part of the joy of life is to seek to discover that purpose, to live into our life's true calling. A little about me: I began my journey as a first-year student to the University of Dubuque campus. I come from a very, very small school overseas, Baumholder, Germany, stepping out of my environment based on faith to pursue the idea of being a college graduate someday. Like some of you, I am a first-generation college student. College was not an expectation in my family. My family wanted me to just graduate from high school. Unlike some of you, I also had some encounters with campus security, but we won't get into all of that here tonight. But most importantly, like all of you, I made the decision to be more than just a high school graduate, to write my own story. I chose to rise above what was expected of me, even in the face of fear and the unknown. I took that first step. And like all of you, I am and you will be tomorrow a graduate of the University of Dubuque, and the story that I am writing, that you will write, will grow as we continue to grow together. We should all be proud of graduating from a university that offers opportunity and hope to so many students who might not otherwise have the chance. Opportunities to not only the best and the brightest, like many colleges, but also for students like me who did not have the highest high school GPA or SAT scores. To students who come from less fortunate backgrounds and different ways of life. To students who want to be more than just a high school graduate, who want to become the best and the brightest. If you are like me, many doors have been opened for you while pursuing your education at the University of Dubuque. Throughout my time here, many people entered my life as mentors and role models, indeed beacons of light, lanterns, if you will, to help guide me in the right direction. Often, they were faculty and staff, but sometimes they came from the most unexpected places. I'm sure you've had similar experience, and they won't end here. You will learn from everyone you encounter. Some will teach you who you should be, while others, through their example, will teach you who not to be. Your life will be influenced by good and bad, and it is up to you to choose the path of goodness. It will also be up to you to avoid those from your past and those in your future who wish to lead you down the wrong path. As a care coordinator and family counselor here in Dubuque, and as a health coach and owner of my own nutrition club, Mindset Nutrition, I understand the importance of investing unconditionally in others. For the sake of goodness, I have learned to remove self-imposed barriers. I have learned that if you can envision it, if you can dream it, if you are passionate enough about it, and if it is indeed your calling, then your only competition is you. Only you can decide how your story will read, how you want to make an impact in life. And once you make that decision, you work with all of your passion to make that impact. Many people are still stuck, intimidated by the height of their dreams, intimidated by the amount of work it will take to achieve those dreams. Some never decide to make the necessary steps towards their goals because of the fear it creates. Fear of being amazing and extraordinary. Fear of being bigger than yourself. Fear of being responsible for providing directions to others. But mostly fear of failing. That fear of failing causes many to never achieve their true calling. To be stuck living life's journey without the joy and passion that comes from living the dream, finding the calling. Take chances. Pursue your calling. And know this, it is at the intersection of your passion and your calling that you will find real joy. The idea of change and pursuing your passion is such an amazing concept. Most people believe if you fall short of a goal or if plans did not work out quite as you had hoped, then you have failed altogether. This idea is simply not true. Use these opportunities to learn a valuable lesson and use that information to grow, to make adjustments, and to be more prepared for what life brings you next. Develop the mindset of knowing that if you are persistent enough, if you truly believe in yourself, that failing is just a part of life's journey and not your final destination. Failing is an opportunity to learn. I attended a personal development conference last year, and they showed a very, very powerful clip. It was of an Olympic runner who was destined and projected to win a race and take home the gold. When the race started, this runner was ahead, doing just as he was expected to do. But then he failed and grabbed his ankle and leg, showing he was in excruciating pain. The other runners, of course, finished the race, and the man was left on the track by himself. But then a person in the crowd comes running to the track to help the Olympic runner. He passes through security and actually reaches the Olympic runner. It kind of makes you want to question the security at the Olympics. That would never happen with security at the University of Dubuque, ever. But as the individual from the crowd reaches the Olympic runner, he helps this man to his feet. Who was this Good Samaritan? It was his father. His father tells him he does not have to finish this race, that it is okay. He's already so proud of him, really trying to persuade his son to stop. The runner politely declined his father's suggestion, and in pain and agony, got up and hopped his way across the finish line to finish the race. In the eyes of some, he had failed. But to me, he had won everything. Your life's journey is not just about you. It is mostly about the impact your life will have on the lives of others. Whether you choose to be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a soldier, no matter what career you choose, the greatest measurement of your success is the impact your life has on others. No matter how successful you become, if you fail to treat others with dignity, respect, a helping hand along their life's journey, then you will have failed. Someday, you will be that mentor, that beacon of light for others. Teach them who to be like instead of who not to be like. Think not what you can get from others, but how can you add value to the lives of others? If you want more, give more. It's easy to give when you have plenty, but more meaningful to give when you have very little. Do what Jesus would do. Give. A very powerful clip I remind myself of daily is written by Mariam Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, talented, gorgeous, or fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine, as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within all of us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. I am young in years, but I see the light in each and every one of you. As my high school coach was able to see in me, I see who God created you to become. I see the possibilities that will arise when you continue to grow in your passion and follow your calling. Lastly, I will leave you with this thought. Take a moment to think about your dreams, your future, you being in complete happiness, not because of what you have gained from the world, but what you were able to give to your life and to the lives of others. With that thought and image in mind, like Mariam Williamson suggested in her words, ask yourself, who were you created to be? For you, for your family, for all those people who were put in your path. I truly believe that we, you and I, we can change the world, one person at a time, starting with ourselves. 10 years ago, as I began my journey as a freshman at the University of Dubuque, I was lost. Now, I stand before you as a speaker on the night before you graduate from this amazing university. Understand that your dreams are possible. Walk by faith. Trust the process. Enjoy the journey and prepare to impact the world. Go Spartans.
Favorite UD memory?
My favorite UD memory.
Favorite UD memory?
I would have to say one of my favorite UD memories.
My favorite memory at UD is probably when I changed my major from biology to English. I was just fresh to Dubuque. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. And Paul Johnson and the department head of English, Jonathan Bars, really helped me really kind of get in the groove of how do I change my major, what do I do, what classes should I take, and all that kind of stuff. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed just knowing what to do and where to go, because as a fresh college student, you're kind of scared. You don't know what to do, and it was a really good experience to have like all these friendly faces help me and guide me. So
my favorite UD memory would have to be the 2015 homecoming. It was my first homecoming here at UD and the last, so it's kind of weird there. But I transferred from Kirkwood, and they never had a homecoming, and if they did, I never knew about it. So coming to UD, it was quite an experience to work it.
My favorite UD memory was when I got to go on J-term trip with Alan Garfield. I went with my two very best friends, and I didn't really know what to expect, and I was going to a new place, but everyone that went on the trip, there was probably about 25 of us, really connected and felt like a family, and we got to explore and learn new things and just see the world for the first time for a lot of us, and it was just really special to experience that as a group.
My favorite UD memory is probably the first time I cheered at a basketball game. It was a lot of fun, and I was dangerously nervous, and my teammates helped me get through it. Like, they're some of my closest friends even to this day.
When I was a sophomore on campus, we had a Greek cookout with my sorority, Lambda Tau Delta, and our brother fraternity, the Athenians. It was a lot of fun. We were just right out here on the quad, using the grill, and free food for everybody who just came by. So it was very much of an inclusive kind of organization and activity. It was a lot of fun. We just met a lot of people, had some good conversation, and great food.
Well, I have lots of UD memories, but my favorite was the dedication of the Jeffrey B. Dodge building. It was truly just memorable and raw, filled with emotions, and it really gave us a sense of purpose here on campus, and the families were just amazing, and I'll never forget that, and I'll carry that with me always.
Freshman year, J-term, kind of stuck inside with all the snow going on and all that, and me and my group of friends at the time decided to play Chubby Bunny, and because we're freshmen, we're young, we're dumb, and it was 3 in the morning. It was just hilarious. It's just something I'll never forget, and we just kept playing it and kept playing it until we got yelled at by our RA for being too loud.
So one of my most favorite memories down at the Veterans Center working with Mr. Ernst was when Chris Ring, the first American to swim the Mississippi River, stopped by while he was in the Dubuque area. We got to meet with him, got together with some of the fellow UD vets and some of the people in the ROTC program, and also Senator Joni Ernst, who's also a Iowa Guards woman, happened to be in there, and so we all got a group photo, and that was really neat, unique opportunity we had.
One of the greatest and funniest times at UD for me was actually a couple months ago when we had our Easter egg hunt here. I was at the library just doing homework and someone came up and told me that there was going to be a big Easter egg hunt in the quad and to go and grab a bag and fill it up. I got out there, it was really dark, really muddy, and someone blew an alarm and everyone just went ape and went for the eggs, and everyone was getting muddy, everyone was screaming, and everyone just went really deep into the Easter egg hunt, and it was a lot of fun for everybody there.
Yeah, so when I came to UD, I had never done cheerleading. I've always been a dancer since I was maybe 7. And doing cheer here, and being a part of the competitive program, it's shaped me in ways that I never even imagined. I have some of the best friends that I continue to have for the rest of my life here, and it's because of cheerleading.
Yeah, I was very honored to be working with the UD family of, the Bell Tower. It's just so great, it's so friendly, it's so active that it's you feel so excited to be able to work with them, and it really does feel like a family actually. It's amazing, I love it.
I'd like to thank Mr. Thomas and Mr. Mania and give them a shout out because they really helped me and prepared me for my internship and for my life after graduation.
When I started at UD, I was a transfer student, and I was kind of just ready to go in, finish my last 2 years here, kind of go through everything, just coast through. And there was one professor who really saw a lot of potential in me and encouraged me to engage with the University of Dubuque, and that was Linda McCaig. She really sought me out, made me feel like I do have a lot of abilities and talents that can be brought to the table, and she really saw the potential in me and helped me search for jobs after college and really pushed me to live up to my full potential and succeed in this world.
So, huge shout out to Professor Kim Schwartz. She was the first professor in comm that I had my experience with, and she's been my advisor, and she's helped with my confidence and my communication skills. And also a huge shout out to JSB. JSB has been a huge role in my life. She's gotten me through some tough times and also put me through some tough times. So shout out to the both of them.
Craig Marty from the business department really was there for me when I had questions, always is available when you need to talk.
My favorite English class, I would have to say, even though it was really hard, I would have to say it was Shakespeare. Because Shakespeare, you're like, oh my God, we're gonna read play after play after play of just boring text of just Shakespeare lingo. And it's like, no, Dr. Sean Benson really made that really interactive, and I think this is what happened in the play. And he would be like, oh, well, say some more about that. And it was just a really discussion-oriented class, and it was just awesome, and I loved it.
And I do want to give a big shout out to Professor Boyer. She has been totally amazing and such a role model and has kept such a positive outlook on PE teaching, and everything she has done has really guided me into just wonderful student teaching. Also, Casey Arnsdorf in the ASC, I would not have passed my CAP test if it wasn't for him.
Thank you, Antonio, for those inspiring words, and what a great video that was. We want to give a huge shout out to Nathan Rebarger. Sorry if I pronounced your last name wrong. Just like Brandon, I cannot pronounce last names. Let's give a big round of applause to Antonio and Nathan. Now for my favorite part of this evening, it's time to eat. At this time, will you please make sure to have your meal cards out for the servers to see.
Also, everyone, please enjoy the company as well as a lovely meal that the Grand River Center staff has prepared for us this evening. And believe me, I saw the chefs in the back and they were throwing it down. So it's gonna taste really good. Now, I really do hope that everyone enjoyed their meal. I surely did. That chicken cordon bleu was on point. I told you, the chefs in the back, they were putting it down. They were putting it down. So much so, Mom, could you save me another one? You got me on another one? I love you. I love you. I love you.
Please continue to enjoy your dinner and dessert, but we will continue on with the program. At this time, we would like to welcome Dean of Students, Dr. Mick Miyamoto, to say a few words to the graduating class.
I have just a few brief comments. Congratulations to our graduates and to all of you, but before we do that, I'd like to acknowledge Katie Kraus for all of her hard work for this event. Thank you so much, Katie. Katie puts her heart and soul into planning all these events, and it certainly shows. Just wonderful. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to get somewhere fast, go alone. But if you want to get somewhere far, go with others. And boy, oh boy, have you come far. If you were at the Dr. Jensen earlier today at the baccalaureate, he talked about the percentage of people in the United States who have a college degree. It's 30%. Now, if you widen that lens and look at the entire world, the percentage of adults who have a college degree is 7%. So tomorrow you're entering a very elite group when you go across that stage. And as the saying goes, you got there with the help of others. So seniors, I know you want to show your appreciation for a truly special group, and I'm going to ask all of our faculty and staff from the University of Dubuque that are here tonight to please stand so you can receive the seniors recognition. Thank you. You may be seated. I know there were a few groans because Caleb had you stand up as well, but this is part of the new wellness program for our faculty and staff. Another special group of your others include all of your friends. So would all the students and your friends please stand? Fist bumps, chest bumps, high fives, probably appropriate here. Thank you. You may be seated. And then finally, and most importantly, your others include all of your family, the moms, dads, grandparents, aunts, and uncles. You please stand up. Hugs and kisses would be appropriate here. So, congratulations are in order to our faculty and staff, to all of your friends, to all of your parents and family, and especially you, class of 2016. Now, one bit of business, if I may. I have the privilege tomorrow of reading each of your names. And I really do consider it a privilege. It's an honor for me to try to make this a special moment for all of you. So if you have an easy name to pronounce, like Smith, Jones, or Miyamoto, you probably don't need to see me before lineup. But if you have a name that's difficult to pronounce, Caleb, come and see me tomorrow. We'll work on a phonetic spelling. So see you tomorrow morning. Congratulations.
Thank you for saying those wonderful, wonderful, wonderful words. That one's not working? All right. Somebody unfortunately cut off my mic, so I'm about to talk like this for now. Just bear with me. I'm not used to it. I like to usually have a mic in my hand because I'm MC Spartan Nation out here. Now, we have two gifts for you this evening. One is going to be for the graduating class. We're going to get you prepared for all the festivities after graduation, you feel me? Now, the second one is for the future graduating class and all of our following classes.
We ask at this time, no flash photography, and you're in for a real treat.
Gangnam Style.
Why you cut us off for? Why you cut us off like that? No, cut it. Do it again. I ain't gonna do it again.
You're so welcome for that fabulous gift. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Alrighty. Now, we like to welcome to the stage the real senior class gift. The senior class gift committee to the stage right now. They have put a lot of time and effort to go into this project, so let's give them a big round of applause.
Hello, we are your representatives, I guess, for collecting money for the senior class gift. All three of us. I'm Jake Tice, and these are my friends Tony Vorwald and Wade Gibson, also known as the Three Amigos. I just wanted to start by saying it's definitely been a pleasure being able to work on this project with these guys. We all share a lot of common interests and things like that, especially kind of trying to leave a legacy for the class of 2016. And I guess it's become a tradition now that we do leave a legacy for the upcoming students in the form of student scholarships. But we wanted to do something a little extra, and us being environmental science students and caring a lot about the environment, we decided to try to push for a butterfly garden on campus. And now we actually have 2 small butterfly gardens between Highway 20 and Park Village housing units down there. So we're pretty excited for that. But we're definitely equally excited to pay it forward, and we'd like to have Dr. Bullock come up if he would be so kind. We've been working hard to gather this money. We are currently at $2,000, and keep in mind, as he mentioned earlier, we do have generous donors that are willing to match this, and we will be continuing to take gifts for the remainder of the evening as well. So it's not too late if you haven't had a chance. We can double this and we can add to it yet tonight. So on behalf of the senior class of 2016, we would like to present this check to Dr. Bullock and the University of Dubuque and the graduating classes to come.
Okay. Congratulations, senior class. Let's give a big round of applause for the generous contributions and the fundraising of money for the Butterfly Garden as well as the student scholarships. Come on, let's give it up.
To conclude this program, I would like to welcome Katie Krause, Director for Alumni Engagement, to say a few words.
Oh, wait. But first, let me take a selfie.
Wait. I have a selfie stick.
All right, we're about to get the whole crowd in here.
And they were up. You can hashtag this photo or any photos tomorrow. There will be a sign. I don't know the whole thing. It's pretty long.
It's hashtag 2016 UD grad. It's gonna be up there. So all of your pictures for tonight, put it up, hashtag 2016 UD grad. On the count of 3, when we take the picture, everyone's gonna say hashtag 2016 UD grad. All right, hold on, give me 1 second. Everybody in there.
Smile. 1, 2, 3.
Hashtag 2016 UD grad. Okay.
Now Katie Krause.
Good evening, everyone. I sure hope you have enjoyed this evening so far. Welcome again, class of 2016, family, friends, faculty, and staff. On behalf of the Office of Advancement and Alumni Engagement, I would like to thank you all for your support and the Senior Class Gift Committee for all of their work that they have done to raise scholarships for students. You have established a benchmark in a long-standing University of Dubuque tradition that only the that only the graduating classes to come can aspire to live up to. There are several others we wish to thank tonight. First, and most importantly, a heartfelt thank you to all of the families and friends of our students. Without your love, sacrifice, and encouragement, they would not have been able to earn their degree here at the University of Dubuque. Thank you to the Grand River Center staff for preparing and providing the great meal that we have enjoyed tonight. To the Student Government Association, thank you so much for your continued support and your contributions. And the list could really go on and on for everyone we need to thank who has worked behind the scenes to make this event possible. It's such an honor to be standing here with you tonight, and let's just give them a big round of applause. Most importantly, though, tonight was about your opportunity to cherish those memories that you have built at the University of Dubuque. Please remember this evening. Remember your thoughts, your emotions, and embrace this time with your classmates, friends, and family. They are here to celebrate you, to celebrate a milestone in your life. Tonight you gather with everyone as a student, but tomorrow, in only 16 short hours, you will become an alumna or alumnus of the University of Dubuque. As the Director for Alumni Engagement, I want to be the first to congratulate you and to welcome you to the Alumni Association. You are now an official member of the Spartan alumni family that extends across the nation and around the globe. To commemorate your achievements, the University of Dubuque Alumni Association has placed a special paver, your brick, that will be engraved with your name, your class year, and your degree on the alumni walkway adjacent from the colonnades of South Campus. Your brick is the university's gift to you and is your permanent place in university's history. As you step out to follow your calling in life, keep your university home close to your hearts. Wherever you may go, keep in touch with us and the next milestones that you will reach in your life. Attend many alumni events. In my position, I have the pleasure of hosting events not only here in Dubuque, but around the country, and I hope to see you at many of them. Finally, don't be strangers. Visit campus as much as possible. Things are always changing. Attend homecoming each year and stop in to say hi to your university family. A short time ago, I was preparing for my own graduation. I was nervous, excited, filled with anticipation for the next step in my life. And I'd like to share just a little advice that I was given when I was in your place. Graduates, when your name is called tomorrow, walk across that stage proudly. Shake President Bullock's hand and smile as you look out across the stage and see the crowd that is there for you. Soak it in. And never forget that feeling of true accomplishment and pride that you have in yourself in that very moment. You are all destined for greatness, and this is only the beginning. And just remember, wherever you are is where our great Spartan spirit is. Congratulations, seniors. And with that, we conclude the program, but I have just a couple reminders for tomorrow before we all leave this evening. Seniors, this is important, so pay attention. You will be gathering in the Veterans Memorial Indoor Practice Facility with full commencement apparel tomorrow at noon. When you arrive, please be sure to check in at the tables to receive any cords or other honors that you may be receiving, and as well as the procedural instructions. Family, friends, and any other guests that will be joining us. Commencement doors to the Kalapati and Recreation Wellness Center will be open at 11:30, with the commencement starting at 1. As Caleb mentioned earlier, SGA has a gift for everyone that is just right outside these doors, so be sure to stop and say hi to them, as well as the senior t-shirts will be sold at that time as well. And I think that is all I have for this evening. Again, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. And one last thought. Remember to come home often. And as they say at Motel 6, we've always got the light on. Good night and God bless.